Morning all, hope you're well boys and girls. What a smashing morning. Now sun's just up. That's about 2 hours from high water, so that's happy days for me. Finally actually going to the southern on the flood. Obviously when you motor with the tide you use half as much fuel. All we seem to do is be going up there on the ebb lately, but it's nice to go up there on the flood. Obviously just go off there and haul the pots today and pull a couple of shanks and bring them back home. That's getting near the end of the year for me. That'll be soon be time to catch some lovely herring. That's what we want. But the sea temperature's still about 17 degrees. You didn't start getting the herring until it dropped to about 15. It's been a very hot summer, so let's see what happens, eh? Well, just boating along. Nice to have a flood behind us. Got that weather forecasting quite right. That's maybe southwesterly. It's basically a straight southerly through here. Wind against tide, a little bit of a chop on the surface, but nothing to worry about. We'll go and haul the pots off on the hard ground first. Well, you probably can't see it, but the old barge looked like it's got the other blade off the windmill that's taken down. Obviously that couldn't put the, look at that, that couldn't put the big crane up until that wind eased off. That's why they've been so long. It's been blowing a hoolie all week, but now they've got the other one off and there's one to go. But they can't wait, the accountant must be getting a bit angry. Well, I just looked at the pots and the ones in the deep water ain't come up yet. They're good tides today, so we're going to run slightly further to southern and trying to get the ones a bit closer in. Alright, you got to burn a little bit more fuel running there and back, but fuel isn't the problem, that's time. They're 2.7 metre tides today, so we ain't got long to haul. Probably got an hour max. Don't know why you can see it, but that pellet is now starting to come up. That's a good call running to the south a bit more, because they're obviously coming up before the rest of them. Time to start hauling. There's a wind up the bum and the tide and there's a good bit of tide out at the minute. Turn left, port. Yeah, definitely a bit of tide there. Boat over a bit in that tide. Definitely standing upright. Let's pull the boat over a bit. There's a lot of tide here still. See the other pellet now already. I think that'll be very easy to do. I'll be alright once you break his anchor. I think just breaking that anchor. a lot of tide. Yeah, it's gone now. That's the worst bit done. There's a good pull on there on that anchor. Obviously the tide is easing all the time, so it shouldn't be too bad now. Pellets up on the other shank, the other side of the wreck. Here she is. I was going to put my other camera on the other corner of the boat, but the old man today, we're rocking around today, he said I'd want to do it, and yeah, put the willies up me a bit. That's wind against tide at the minute. So all that tide ease, the palm that I'll get, there's a bit of a chop on the water here now. So I'll stick it on the other quarter on the next shank, so that should be eased up then, we won't be rocking around so much. I don't really want my brand new camera flick off that framework and ping in the drink. I'll be boosting upset. They ain't cheap, these cameras anymore. In it, there's tons and tons of cuttle eggs, no cuttles, and a potent. One single solitary potent. Oh, there's a couple of, there's a few crabs. Got me a little potent, nothing to do. Crab and a couple of horrible velvet swimmers. I'm sure there's still some bait in this bait box. This pot has got a metal bait box in it made by GT Products. I've got a fine 10mm mesh on it, I think. The bait's still in it, and that stinks. Lobsters. That's what you want. Big lobsters. It's easing down already, isn't it? That chop on the water. A few white caps when we first came here, and now I can't. The poorly amount we get, we don't want it crappy weather. Here's number 2. There's me chuckling to myself. Oh, look at that! That's a bit better, Dad. 3 lobsters, eh? 3 lobsters in one pot. That's how you want it. Now be careful of these claws. lobster number one. Get a wet bowl. That's lobster number two. And unfortunately, lobster number three is buried, so she goes straight back. Had worse days in the office. Seems strange now. All summer they've all been male lobsters, and now they're all female. The female lobsters can only mate when they're soft. There's the old man running the boat after his prawns. You never used to get them prawns in this deep water and they're just playing up. Leaning over, when you're over here on this side, you have to stop prawns. Can't take them anywhere. I don't mind him running the boat getting the prawns, I don't want the boat leaning over. Side. Here comes pot number three. Do you think you do any better? No. I think in this pot is one little crappy brown crab. Brown crab was trying to escape. He's worried about if I stand on his prawns. Where's your prawn bucket? I'll pick your prawns up. There's only two. Nice looking prawns though. Hear the old engine working hard. Well, you probably can't. Now we've got this mic, you probably can't, but the old engine's working hard. It's got a bit of tide here, and you can tell. Like I said, it's a 2.75 metre tide today. They don't get much more than about 2.8 here, so that's a good tide. Running along about 2.5 knots at tide. Ugh. Bloody hell. Lucky second pot one, I mean nothing in this one. Oh, this is one little two brown crabs. There's one. There's the other one. There's still bait left in here. Good, isn't it? I've been in here a week. Called them last Saturday. In this deep water, you don't get so much vermin. In the shallower stuff, the bait's gone in no time. the side of the wreck, there's nothing in them. Number 4. Right. 5 of me. Brown crabs, a couple of horrible velvets. Several people were saying the other day that they get good money for them velvets. Well, actually not good money, they get like £1.50 a kilo. But there's a lot of them in a kilo, isn't there? They use them for fish soup, stews. A bit tight, isn't it? Cleaning well. Still a lot of tide, you can see it on the, still got a bit of tide on the pellet in there. But still another pot. That pot must have buried in a bit, mustn't it? That pot must have settled and buried in because it's eased off now. Standing up road again. There she comes. Not a lot in that one either. That was beginner's luck on that. The first pots. All this is one brown crab, and a couple of crappy old swimmers. Still a fair bit of bait left. Now time to haul the anchor. Boat ain't leaning over so much now because alright, the anchor you got to pull out of the bottom, but once at the bottom that bit much to it is there, but them pots are like a sail, aren't they, under the water. Up she come. Turn that noisy bloody thing off. Oh, get on your wick. Bit of rainy, misty, old drizzly morning. I can see that old wreck of that boat. That in the tank, that is a cargo ship, that isn't it? Yeah, them old boats got collided up Grimsby Holway the other month and set on fire. one's been scrapped and the other one's sitting in Yarmouth Harbour. I've just seen it come out of the gloom. It looks bigger today, but then again that's probably, this is a high water, that'd be 6 foot taller, wouldn't it, out of the water? Or 6 foot taller above the rockwork of the harbour. Yeah, nearly 9 foot, yeah. Sorry, Dad. He corrected me, nearly 9 foot. That's that. Time to go shooting again. Time to shank number 2. Still quite a lot of tide here, isn't there? Watch out, Dad! East down! That was definitely Speedy Gonzales. Reverse it. That's better. No, you can go the other way, that'll spin us round. That wind is overhauling the tide now, isn't it? Picked up more, isn't it? I said the wind was going to pick up more in the forecast, but a bit later. That's come early, isn't it? First pot, see what we've got in here. Not a lot. Brown crab, another brown crab. That's about it. today ain't as good as I thought that was going to be. A lot more wind that makes water a bit more warm. The worst bit is there isn't a lot in them, is there? Unless you want quite a lot, unless you want potents, swimmer crab. Chuck another couple of prawns in the old bucket before they get stood on. Picking up, it's a bit of a crappy old day now. Yeah, isn't very good, is it? What's in this one? Velvets and a brown crab. There it comes straight to this pellet. Today is a bad start, isn't it? No, that started off well. Hopefully you get bloody heavier. Same swimmers and more swimmers. So we get along with this pellet coming up. Chucked around, but what? You crappy old crab, it ain't worth having. Must be bloody mad. Northern end now, wouldn't it? Oh, it's getting lumpy off here now. That's horrible, isn't it? Drink the bugger all more. Wow. it doesn't look too far of it in terms of the port. Great one is it doesn't wind too much in it. Time to shoot either way. Get a bit nautical, mate. You can't shoot against that wind, can you? That's got a lot worse than he said it was. Just straighten it up and head towards the shit can boy. Yeah, that's over. Probably too much wind behind you, you've got to do a good turn of speed or you can't steer or nothing, can you? Laugh. Oh, you got on it. That's definitely the laugh. Oh, what a lovely day. Well, I've certainly got nautical now, it's lumped up. You can't haul any more gear out there anymore. We're going inside to see if we can get the rubber gear, but it ain't looking very good at the minute. When you haul the trough with that 3 foot odd plus swell coming, that ain't very nice. There's white water. I think we're done for the day, but look inside, so we can check a few more. Fallen 2 shanks and pops and really cut it. I really wanted to bring 2 shanks in today, but not them ones. Even though that didn't fish very well, that shank, I wish I did now, but hey ho, it's what it is. Well, we'll come inside and that's a hell of a lot better than out there. We're about a mile off and in the beach lovely. So we're going to run along the beach inside and do haul for more pots we got further up here. Luckily sheltered the close to the land here, but we couldn't haul, we had one more shank to haul up there, but we were sitting in that trough and that was horrendous. My little fat legs suddenly stand up. Let's see how it goes now to haul some more pots. Remember, breathing slowly. Knock it in reverse a bit, Dad. Knock it. I don't know what this view's like for you, but hey, it is what it is. I can't really see it this minute in time. Dad lost it. These pots here are buried in mud, so they can be a bit of a bar still to get up. They always are, they always will be. Right bar still to get up, these are. It's lifting, is it? Finally broke free. Pot one, not a sausage in it. These have got removable bait bags. Not my favourite, but hey-o. There's only 5 pots on this shank. Buried in a lot. They've only been here a week, they're buried in well. There's only 14 foot of water. Got to knock it in reverse a bit, please. That's enough. Only in 14 foot of water, so you think it'd come up easy, but there's one little undersized one. There's still some old bait in there and that stink. The pot is a bit wanky. moved up very well. That's better. You think if I'd only been in there a week and they're sunk ever so well in that mud, hadn't they? Come up lovely, that one did. Oh, lobsters! That one's a bit better. That lobster's got his claw caught in one of the knots. I won't ever get out. Bugger. Typical, isn't it? Sweet now, sweet. That thing. That one's finally come out. Let's see how big it is. Yeah, that's a keeper. Careful that pellet. Double one. That's a keeper too. Don't look very lively though. Let's see how it... Of it then. Tight, finally gone. You know what, hauling by hand in this mud, it doesn't need 15 foot of water. Lobster in this one, but it's a tiny little old bugger. Gotta be careful. They stick the claws out the bottom of the pot, so when you stack them you smash the claws. Well, you don't really want to do that, do you? God. That bait bag stink, I don't even empty that. God. That's a stinky old bait bag. Lucky last. Damn, that one do. That's gone. in that one. Bait up this last one. Well, a lot in here, was there? They were buried well, weren't they? Oh, no. Yeah. We've had them not buried that bad after a month, haven't we? We're really slow on this one. I say time to haul our second inside shank. Easy sounded. Slow as you can. Some white ragworm on the floor. Don't see them very often, do you? Some white ragworm on the floor. Got a few more pots in this shank. It's got 7 in this shank. And then plastic ones. Them plastic pots are right. In deep water we find they move a lot, but in shallow ground they're fine. Oh, lumps. I think they're undersized ones, look at them. Yeah, they're only little old buggers. That's diddy, isn't it? That one's diddy too. Well, they were hermit crabs. What they've done, they know they're trapped and they escape. Oh, there's a brown crab too. I can see prawns in the mud what are stuck to the bottom of them pots. Another lobster, that's a tiny little one. That little old thing. Clean the eye out, the eye's a bit grubby. There's a prawn for the old chap. Oh. There's a lot of prawns on this bit of ground, and the problem is they're all small ones. You don't get many good sized ones in this bit here. I don't know why. You can always tell if there's lobsters in the pots before you even take them out of the water. See, lobster, clean, no lobster, dirty. The parlour is always spotless if there's a lobster in it. They go round and round and round, clean it all, trying to get out. One of the many spider crabs you catch. Tiny little old things. No keepers in here. That undersized, a little brown crab. Not a lot. Obviously the prawns jumping out of this pot when I hauled it out of the water. Nothing, this one's got a little undersized. put a down toe made out of leaded rope on his end, and they tangle up the pain in the bum. I wish I'd never done it. I won't do it again. What's in here? Surprise, surprise! Another undersized lobster. Put it on the inside, this one out must be tangled. What's in this one? Would you believe it? An undersized lobster. That's the last pot in this shank. That's it. What's that? Well, it can't be on that spot where it heft, can it? That's just where that lead line or that leaded rope was tangled around here. Tangled up with it. Turn that car back up in place. I just thought it was an old off-cut of rope until I had a better look. If I got get tangled up, and that's leaded rope. That's crap for down toes. What's that? Can't read it. Funny writing.
That's clear this way, so we keep looking a bit further away from this one.
Yeah. Where's his other one? That's up there, yeah. What's it got? Oh, what muddy old crap bubbly. Should wear gloves really, but I'm an idiot. shooting? Can't start shooting? Alright. We got one with no gate and it's east now, we. But don't go too that heft's on the inside this one, isn't it? Pellets over. Anchors over. Yeah. We should have took these pots somewhere with us really, shouldn't we? Ease it down. Well, it's time to get the last shank we're going to get today. Ease it down. And this is the shank of pots with a few, with a couple of them prawn pots on. Last time we left them for 2 weeks and this time we only left them a week, but I still think they're out too long. Oh, weed in here. Christ almighty. What's that? Yeah, the old man don't mind a bit of weed, he can throw it on his prawns. I think they're going to dry it today, old boy. Crappy old, miserable old day. Look at that, lovely old squid. Not sure more about them prawns. Like gold dust to him. We're taking these pots back, we ain't be shooting them again. I remember there's 4 conventional pots and 2 of them prawn pots on here, so it's a huge amount. Couple of lobsters, but they're tiny. They're little old lobsters. Look, tiny little old things. Oh, come on. Big old velvet. It's eased off a lot, the weather now, isn't it? Just because we're in here at the shade. I'm shading the world. Word, is it? Just full a lot of weed in it. Prawns popped out everywhere. I don't think there's a lot in it. It's full of weed, all the entrance is totally blocked. What's that? Bit of wood, a whelk, and a few little old prawns. Will you mind out for them? Do you want them bloody prawns we're getting later? You think they're worth £1 each? This is what we've been wanting to see, the old prawn pot. Don't look nothing in it to me. Little shrimp and a crab. Look at that, no prawns at all. I don't know as soon as the bait's gone, because there's 2 herring in there. As soon as the bait's gone they escape, I don't know, but that isn't looking too great, is it? In them at all, but even the bones. It's unbelievable, isn't it? What's digesting the bones? A little lobster. I don't think that's big enough out. might be. Let's measure it. That's a female. No eggs. Let's see if it's big enough. Just under. Typical. Lucky last in this week. Look at that though, Dad, a prawn! And another little deady lobster. Let's get that back. That was it so far. I thought the old chap was behind me on the prawn hunt, but he weren't. He had a dustman and brush shake picking up an old rockland in the bottom of the boat. Then rocklands were sod to pick up, they're in the water on the boat. One more prawn pot to go, here it is. I just saw a crab go out of one of the little entrance holes. Will we have anything in this one? Prawn and a little one. And lots of little crabs. There's a plenty of crabs in here. And look, some more little prawns. But it isn't looking too great, is it? That seemed to me as soon as that bait's gone. There's a couple of crabs in top of the entrances there. It seemed to me as soon as that bait's gone, them prawns are gone. Strange in how them prawns behave. You thought they'd be full of them, but look at that, I'd say they're getting out. Are prawns intelligent? Who knows? They'll beat me. Mud and poo around there. Soon dry out and fall off. that's it. Well, now on the way back, I've got to say that's improved the wind. Obviously we come back in along the beach, but before that was lumpy as hell off here. That was wind against tide, now obviously the tide's changed direction, so it ain't so bad. There's a bit of a southerly roll in the water, but nothing much to worry about. Now it's getting too dodgy for us to haul any more gear outside. I can barely stand up. The worst bit is if you start pulling tight in a trough, you can be in trouble then in little boats. That wasn't a bad trip. So the engine just went down in revs and we got stuck in a trough then. There's about 2 or 3 foot swell here, or 2 or 3 foot roll in the water. But home times are not bad. Even the old chap has got less prawns than last time. There ain't many prawns in there. I've been told by people them prawns can be hit and miss. And yeah, there ain't hardly any there at all. Sometimes you get like, last trip you had like a couple of inches in the bottom of the bucket. There ain't many prawns this time. You better keep them quiet to the old dear so he can have some for his sandwich only. Well, as that's all done and dusted, everything's all boxed and tidied up. The trip didn't go to plan, that got up horrible off there, so we couldn't haul 2 shanks what we wanted to, but that's life. But we're all safe and sound and nothing was broken, so that's it. Well, now all hum. The old man ran away to boil his prawns up before mother get them and steal them. He ain't got many to share today, so I think he'd have them himself. And that's it. Alright, cheers for watching, boys and girls. Catch you later. Bye.